What would happen if you hired a professional designer to redesign your app? Well, I did just that. I thought that he would ask for access to see my app, and then he would just say, that looks dumb, don't do that. You should be doing this. But actually he started with asking me, hey Darren, what's not working about this? What are people complaining about? What do you not like? So in this video, we're gonna look at the 3 things on my client dashboard that I had complaints about. I'm going to share what I didn't like about it. Then Sam, my designer, is going to give some suggestions on it. And then I will share the results of what I came up with. Let's jump in. This is the client portal where I work with all of my clients. Whenever I have an update for them, I'll send it through here. And then the goal is for them to say it's all good and then mark it as done, and I would move it over here, or they can respond and move it into revisions. I would love for people to be forced to clear out their notification here. If they click on it and they don't do anything, the notification stays, but obviously they've read it. The only way to clear this out is to either respond or to come in here and click mark as read. Maybe I should just add logic that if they click on this, the latest message should be marked as read. That should clear the notification.
Hey Darren, hope you're good. I ended up having a little bit of time free this afternoon, so I thought I'd dive into some of your problem areas. The first problem you mentioned, you said you'd love people to be forced to clear out their notification from the reviews section when they read the notification. We don't want to force them to do anything, but what we can do is use a little bit of automation and a slight educational piece, which should hopefully give us quite a robust solution. These cards I redesigned. I gave less prominence to the less important profile and avatar icon. The title is the most important bit of information on the card, so that deserves the most prominence, followed by the messages. As you can see, I've added total number of messages to the card alongside the icon, and the icon has then got the unread red dot. When the message is read, the dot automatically disappears.
Hey Sam, thank you so much for your tremendous feedback. I redesigned it to use the kind of layout and the styling, some of the sizing that you had shown. I removed the descriptions that you suggested just kind of weren't necessary if you have good titles. And then I really, really love this new kind of messages feature where it just shows the number of messages there. And then if they do have an unread message or a message that they should review or respond to, then I'm showing this red dot. I couldn't do the specific badge notifications that you had asked or suggested, but I was able to use a envelope emoji, and then next to that, that's just a red circle emoji. So I use emojis a lot whenever I'm building things. I just find it's a good hack to make things more visually compelling. Down below here, this is all of the ideas that they have. So if they want to update something, add a new feature, ask them to come in here to new, fill out this form, that'll drop it in here. I don't know if it's the best way to do things, but the concept is I want people to just drop everything they can think of down here so we can have a full picture of what they're trying to do and then prioritize them as to what we should work on next. But I don't know if this is too overwhelming, just a lot of scrolling on the screen, or if this should be on another screen maybe. I'll show you another client I have. They recently went through and moved everything on hold. And so we have this super long list of things that we may work on in the future. And so that's just kind of overbearing. Seems like a lot.
There's loads of different ways to do this. And this is just one idea and one suggestion. But here, obviously, you can see that I've pretty much just redesigned the Kanban kind of appearance into this list view. Hopefully it is a lot clearer to see what's going on. Tasks up and down the list order. Maybe you want to do that for priority, and then you can add new tickets as well. In here, you've got the owner or assignee, status, estimation. But yeah, I think this is far more optimized than having a big Kanban board of ideas.
I moved away from the Kanban that I had before, and now I have this list view called Idea Backlog. We have the title, we have an estimate, and that's new per your visuals. That was a new concept for me that I hadn't completely considered implementing. We have the client's priority. We don't have the drag and drop row feature inside of this platform. So I did keep the Kanban just for that. You can toggle over to that using sort. And what this allows you to do is you can still drag and drop in between the different priorities. And then you can also reorder things here as well. And then if you go back to the list, it's going to sort by the priority that you have it set in there. So this is going to be super helpful. I've already shown it it to two of my clients, and they're pretty excited about it. The third thing that I wanted to mention to you is a section I haven't shown you yet, and that is this support section. If people find a bug or they have a question for me, I ask them to come over here to support and create a support ticket. And whenever they do, a new section pops up here at the very top, replacing this blue section right here. So I want people to find this annoying and hard to find things so that they will go through and start to close tickets out. But you can obviously see that this particular user just leaves everything up there and is not marking things as closed, and this just feels very obnoxious.
At the moment, it just feels like intimidating bunch of kind of error messages rather than a really important list of actionable tasks. If we were to dive into this, I would want to redesign the cards and make them clearly actionable. At the moment, you don't really know if it's kind of like a message or a task or a ticket and what to do. There's no clear CTA. And I might try sort of moving them towards the design underneath.
So the first step for this was redesigning my half-baked support page. All of your messages on the left-hand column, and then once you click on it, it opens up here on the right-hand side. The first step for this was making this screen easier to use for my clients so that I didn't have to put so much on the project's screen. And so now what I've done, I'm showing activity on the support items here, just in this section. So if there's no activity to be reviewed, this section doesn't show. If there is, it's going to show the title of the support ticket, when was the last update, and then they can either click here to go and look at it, or they can actually dismiss the notification. Thank you, Sam, for all of your help on this redesign. If you want to get in touch with Sam, I'll leave his contact details below.